In today's day and age where everything's about hype and you can buy 100,000 Spotify plays if you have enough money, and record deals now are all based on like analytics. I mean, I sat in my car playing our Easy Times EP for a VP of a record label in Nashville, and he really loved it, and he knew he couldn't sign us because of our Spotify plays. I mean, it's just it's so crazy. I mean, that's the current climate we're in. So being able to get it back to just like
grassroots,
and the people and the live shows and meeting those people that are enjoying the show, that's the only reason we do it.
What's some advice you could give, I guess?
Create.
Just content.
And if you really want to do something, then you're diligent about it. I mean, and I don't have as much experience as these two, but for me, it's always been create. It doesn't matter how small. I think that if your brain is in that mindset constantly, then you're training yourself to be more diligent, and you're making things, and your brain is working in that capacity. And
yeah, well, I think teamwork too is huge. Like when you find three people that are all hungry and willing to put in the time, and willing to show up every day and treat it like a job. Yeah. I mean, treat it like, hey, this is what we want to do. The shows are fun, but that's only a small percentage of the time that goes into getting together and working, and I mean everything from like the logistics of planning tours and to writing new material, to creating videos, to recordings. I mean, there's so much time behind the scenes that's put in, and I think when you can multiply that by three people that are hungry for it and excited to do it every day, that to me is great. Now to somebody who's just starting out and maybe they're on their own and they don't have a team yet, I would say it still goes back to teamwork. Start booking shows and call every person you've ever met and get those friends out and
learn to be humble and beg.
Humble and beg. Yeah, I mean I'm seriously, it's persistence, man. I mean, and it's sometimes uncomfortable. Like you're just like crawl. You're just like, you're really, really chasing people. Like, man, please come to the show, and you're begging. Right. And I think the first time that we started having fans come out that we didn't know, we were shocked. We're like, wait a minute, we don't even know you. Like, you're not family?
There was I can't remember what show it was.
What's the inspiration behind this record, other than loving music?
I mean, I signed up for CNN 5 Things You Need to Know, and I can't even look at it anymore. I mean, the news is awful all the time, every day. And our first album was about loss and healing and going through hard times, and I wanted this direction to be just like maybe a reprieve, just a moment where we can all just kind of feel good. And I feel like today more than ever we need a few moments a day to just feel good and to maybe take our mind off of all the headlines. So I feel like there's a way that music can do that sometimes, as well as comedy. And I mean, we need a break from it sometimes.
Oh, baby, I don't wanna leave it. I just wanna breathe it. Take me home. I just wanna breathe it.